Yo, 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 this is your time again. Now you listen to Let's Tell the Truth, and you listen to episode 15 on Let's Tell the Truth. Um, Homeless and drugs. Hit the like button, and I have something I had to get out of my chest. So we're gonna do drugs and homeless got in common. So we're gonna go ahead, you hit the likes up. If you agree, you hit the likes down if you disagree. On this episode, let's tell the truth. So let's get started. Now, what we're gonna talk about is I had to go over some stuff about what this California mayor said about sending fentanyl and let the homeless and give the homeless all the fentanyl as much as they want. So I'm about to take some shots at you real quick, and I'm gonna tell you and let you know that you making a huge mistake. When I had listened to it, and it was like a rumor that he wanted to give homeless all the fentanyl in order to get rid of the homeless population. Hit the like button. And let me tell you this: you got people, you got homeless out here, still has family that's depending on them, even though they decide they don't want to be living in the house no more, or they don't want to be paying bills and they don't want to pay no rent, so they want to keep their money in their pocket and sleep outside until the next check follows, which is the next month. And you can't criticize. You don't want to. You cannot criticize the people out there is poor and they ain't have nowhere else to go. So you can't be saying that all of them is drug addicts because you got some of them are not drug addicts. You got some of them don't touch alcohol. You got some homeless don't smoke cigarettes. You got some homeless don't smoke crack or shoot it or whatever they are supposed to do it. You got some homeless people out there, some clean homeless out there trying to live, trying to eat or take a shower or go whatever as possible for them to survive. So you got them. Some of them have children. Some of them been through depressed. Some of them been through life. Some of them been through life. So you cannot criticize the homeless and say you're gonna put fentanyl out there and let them know that I'm gonna put the fentanyl out there, let them kill themselves or whatever, so the homeless population go down. That's not how the way it goes. You making things worse as it is. So if anything happened to 40 to 50,000 homeless people that uses that stuff, the blood's gonna be on your hands. Hit the like button. So you know, in my situation is you got some of them out there do drugs, some of them out there drinks, and some out there commit crimes and things like that that a homeless person always gonna do. You got some of them very nice, and some of them very aggressive. You know, so you do not want to go out there and two wrongs cannot make it right. That's why I put homeless versus drugs. Now, you, me, and you know that you making and you causing yourself a disaster because you got to listen. Them people been married before. Them people been having a nice job, having a nice car, a nice home, having a good life long time ago. Now, when things went haywire and when things went south, they decide that they got themselves got themselves and decide they want to make themselves out there and decide they want to sleep outside because you got some of them got tired of living the life that people tells them what to do, or people tell you where to go to work, where to get off of work, what time you come, what you supposed to do at work, and what you supposed to. You think some people don't like listening to those rules. Some people don't like listening to those rules. Same thing of living in a house, paying rent. If you don't pay your rent, you get evicted, or you don't pay your light bill, you get cut off. And people got tired of going through that. You got some women or family women, or you got some women that's homeless and decide they want to go out there. They living, they had a nice job, had a family, had some kids, they have children that love them, and she decided that she wants to leave her family just to live the homeless life. Hit the like button, or she wants to get that up because she don't want to be tell what to do, or she don't want to constantly living by these little rules in a marriage. You gotta come to the house certain time. Your mom and dad looking for you. Your mama looking for you. Your husband looking for you. Your children looking for you if they grown. And same thing with a guy that he'll promise he'll do right, and he decided he kept on getting promises and promises after promises after promises until she got tired of him. Like I said, you gotta understand, sir. You gotta understand, sir. The you got homeless out there, still got people, it still love them. They got they got a family. They got families, but they decided they want to be living in tents outside where it's cold at, and maybe some of them was on drugs. So you cannot criticize the homeless. Talking about what you're gonna do in California, or you're gonna put up the homeless. You're gonna put fentanyl out there, let the homeless take all the fentanyl they want. Because listen, listen. I understand you want to put the homeless out of population, and then you got people being in the hospitals. And you got some people being in the hospital. They don't want to work in those hospitals no more. Dealing with them, or you go to the psych ward. They don't want to be dealing with all those people. They don't give a damn how much it is a month. They can be making $3,000 or $4,000 a month. They say F this job because because they don't want to constantly dealing with them people all day long. They sick. They don't want to listen. You got to tell them what to do. You got to put them in a. It's a lot of stuff you got to go through with the homeless population, because you got to understand they've been through abusive relationships before, long time ago. They've been through abusive marriage. You got some women been through domestic violence 15 times. They girlfriend, boyfriend, and you got some of them homeless women are rape victims. They've been a victim of a rape. Hit the like button. You got some homeless. You got some homeless been raped. So now they got some homeless been raped by their fathers. And their mama let the father rape them. They got raped by their brother, their uncles, their grandfather, and so on. Same thing with a guy being in abusive relationships. Been through it. So now they decide they want to go out there and destroy their own life. And you got some homeless been through. You got some of the homeless was living with a family member, and that family member passed away, and she cannot pay the rent no more, so they decided they got to be homeless. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? Then you got some of them had a nice job, making $30,000 or $40,000 a year. You got some of them making more than $40,000 a year, making 75 to 80,000 a year, working at a nice job. You got some of them are lawyers, attorneys. You got some are lawyers, doctors, teachers, professors. You got some of them that work for the city. These are the people they work for the school board. Some of them are directors. Some of them are entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs. You got some of them like that. So don't try to talk about you gonna put the fentanyl out there. Then next thing you know, you gonna give it to them. It's like giving it to them. Hit the like button. So don't try to criticize them. So I had to take shots at the California mayor because you, because they human beings too. They human. You can't. It's like you putting something right there and you tell them to go get. You can't do that because that person. You never know what this person. This person is already sick already. This person already sick, and you got some homeless that families that still depend on them, want them off the street. And you got some of them don't want to have no roommates. They don't want drama. They wanted peace. They want to be peaceful out there. They want to have peace. They want to be out there and living a life outside. They decide to. You got some of them sleeping on the ground. You got some of them sleeping in the tent. Some of them sleeping in cars, sleeping in alleys, sleeping in dumpsters. So don't try to say you gonna get fentanyl and give it to them because because the blood could be on your hands. The blood is on your hands, and all those people overdose. So half of them, you got half of them sleep on the freeways, half of them sleeping in buses, trains. You know what I'm saying? Don't have nowhere to go. They have to stay out there all night. They can't even go to bed. They don't have a bed. They have to sleep on the ground. So don't try to go around here and try to say you're gonna give it to them. Two wrongs don't make it right. That's all. Everything is all right now. So um, instead of you saying you're gonna put all these, you saying you're gonna put about 40, 50,000 fentanyls out there. Won't you put 40, 50,000 homeless shelters out here? Put 40 to 50,000 homeless shelters out here. Give them a warm meal, a warm bed, a warm bath, and a warm bed. Hit the like button because you do not want to make things happen. That'll turn you into a serial killer legally because you putting we're gonna put the fentanyl out there. They can take all the fentanyl they want. They're gonna put them in doctors. They can go in every day take it. Come on, you remember in San Francisco that they had those places they let you go in and shoot up dope. You remember though? If something happens, if that person overdose, they gonna come get them and take them out. I don't like that either. Some of them need help. Some of them don't want help. Some of them side they want to live outside. Some of them side they want to live the effed up life. Some of them ain't ready to leave the streets. Some of them ain't ready to. Some of them ain't ready to be clean. Some of them are ready to be clean, and some of them not ready to be clean. You know what I'm saying? If you know about the population in California alone, the whole California, north and south, northern and southern, I'll say approximately over like 1.5 million homeless population in California alone between the northern and the southern because everything got so high. Everything went up now. Everything is not everything went up. Then you have then you have the Democrats. Now anyway, they call themselves trying to build shelters. I understand. Go and build the shelters. Build all the shelters, but you need to get them off the ground. Instead of y'all spending all this money putting up this high rise stuff, you know what I'm saying? What about starting getting them out the street first? Then you do that other one later. If that person don't leave, if that person don't need help, leave him alone. Just leave him alone. He'll decide later on when he need the help. He gonna decide later on. Hit the like button. He gonna decide later on when he need the help. Just leave him alone. So everything, everything is everything is one and two, three routines of homeless population. You know what I'm saying? It's probably about approximately 30 million of homeless population in the United States. In Canada, I'll say probably about 13.3 per 13.2 million homeless population. It's on the pins because Canada is very expensive too, and it's cold. So for Vancouver and Toronto, so the so now they need at least about 300,000 or 500,000 tiny homes. You put them tiny homes there, but in certain areas you don't put them in certain areas. Put them in an area where in an area where no budget. You don't want to put them tiny homes in the neighborhood like this where I'm living in. You don't want to put it on a tiny home in Beverly Hills. You put them in Beverly Hills, they gonna do some. Nah, you can at least put them in South Central LA. You can put them in East Side, certain ones. Put them in Venice. Get at least about 500 tents in Venice. Listen, it's up to the person. It's up to that person that if he wants to go, if he want a warm bed, let him go and get him a warm bed, whatever you know. But otherwise, until then, don't try to go out there and try to kill the population with your fentanyl, with your drugs. I'm going to I'm going to give I'm going to have them take all the homeless. We're gonna get them all the fentanyl they want so they can overdose. So the population goes down. That's not how it go. That's wrong. Because those people there has families. You got some of them has family don't want nothing to do with them. You got some of them have a family. Some of them is not. You got some of them that people depend on them people. Yeah, you'll see you'll see them homeless bums walking them down the street. Where you think he going? Where you think he going? A warm area to be in. He ain't going. He got nowhere to go. So knock it off with all that fentanyl. Keep your fentanyl. Don't put it in these streets, and you keep your fentanyl because all you doing is murdering, and that's not cool. I don't agree with that. What you just said. I don't agree to it. I don't. So, and I don't like. I don't agree to it. I don't because people trying to get drugs off the street. You putting them in the street for them to overdose. Now, Ohio, like Dayton or Columbus, or somewhere over there, yeah, it's the highest overdose in that city. Dayton, Ohio, is the highest rate of people overdosing off of fentanyl. Yes, back to back. When you live in Dayton and when you see somebody overdosing, it's always somebody overdosing off this drug because they said the drug was very powerful. If a person take one, they overdose because they wants to because it's homeless out there in Dayton, so they wants to cut down the homeless population in Dayton, Ohio, and so now they want to have California like that. Now they want to have Los Angeles like that, just like Dayton. So they take one, which means if they take one fentanyl, it's going to kill them with one pill, with one drug. You can inject it, you can smoke it, and you can snort it. They can crush the pill and snort it. And there you go. You out this world. So what you doing is you putting poison back in the streets. You putting the poison back in the streets, most likely. You already got this ain't because if you already got people shooting up, smoking, and all this, I'm not a fan of drugs at all. Drugs are Satan's favorite medicine. That's the Satan's medicine. That's the devil's medicine. You gotta be you in order for you to keep having it, you got to get it. You got to keep making them rich. You got to keep spending your money. And when you withdraw from that, some people make it, some people don't make it. It only depends how long you took that drug. Hit the like button. And long and that's on and if person takes that drug and they trying to withdraw for that drug, they can easily leave this earth. Their body can go into shock and they can be end up deceased, pronounced dead, just because you kicking off this drug, you were drawing off of this drug. That's why that's why when they go a heroin addict go in there and they got every morning they had to go get methadone every morning at 8:30. They had to go get methadone at the clinic. You know what I'm saying? So I have a family member, his friends, they go every morning at 8:30 a.m. to go get methadone to start up their day. Because if they don't have that, if they don't have the actual heroin drug, if they don't have it, they can go up the shock. It can go up in the shock. You gonna have to take them to the hospital, most likely. Put them in rehab. Because their body is very immune to that drug. Like if you go to like a heroin addict, so now a heroin addict go to jail, they got to go to the hospital. They got to go to the hospital ward because if a because some people go because people was constantly overdosing off the drug in prison, in jail. I mean, in the county jail, and they put the Nate. So now they have the warrant like, well, he's a junkie, he's this and that. What they do, they put him in there and they put him in warrant, and he'll withdraw. They'll go and give him something. They're gonna dope him up with methadone, so he won't, so he won't get into shock. That body needs that, you know. So that's what I'm telling you right now. You making things worse by putting that out there in the street. You're making it worse. Let this go happen. Let them continue building these homeless shelters, these houses, tiny houses. Let them build 100 million of them, 100,000 of them, whatever. Let them keep building. If they decide they want to quit the streets, they can quit the streets. If they decide they want to get a job and do the right thing so they can get a roof over their head, that's what they're gonna do. It's all opportunities out here for a homeless person to get into. There's an opportunity. There's a lot of opportunities. If a homeless will get up off the ground right now and go to the rehab and go to the shelter or whatever, and he get clean, and then he gets clean and he reads a book and he gets his life together, go get an ID or go out and try to get get his life back on track, get a job and stuff, get him a nice car to go to work in, and get his life. If he gets right, then God bless him. I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you. I seen a movie gang related when, for example, Dennis Quaid that played as the homeless alcoholic, and the cops, the two cops, trying to pin the murder on him, and he they was giving him alcohol to drink, and when the deal go down, they end up putting the gun on him, and he signed some papers saying tell him that he did it, and he went to jail. So when the district attorney went and seen him, he was on the ground like he was totally in shock. So they had to put him in the hospital. Or whatever. And when they put him in the hospital, he told him to put the murder on him so he can go to jail to get off the damn street. You got some homeless population if in jail. The county jail is filled up with homeless population because they looking for a warm meal, and a shower. For example. Anyway, he end up, yes, he ended up beating the case. He got clean and ended up becoming a doctor. You see how God works? That's an example. So by you trying to putting fentanyl out there and killing all the homeless population, that's not gonna that I don't agree with that. That's uh not under my watch. Not under my watch. That's out and that's out the window. So thank you for watching. Let's tell the truth.